Hello everybody, Lewis with Tactical Response, joined by Jay Gibson here today. We've got a special treat for you. We're out on the range testing some new gear. Jay's going to be trying out the F8 sights from XS. He had a big dot that came off his Glock after, what, a bajillion?
Yeah, about 1,000 years. It eventually broke off.
All right.
So I had to replace it.
So you had quite a bit of experience with the big dots up to that point.
Yes, I'm a fan of the big dots. It's a dot. It's big. You're moving. He's moving. They're moving. We're shooting at things that are trying to hurt us, kill us, that type of thing.
When did you first start shooting big dots?
Jesus, man, I don't even recall. I just like. If I'm wearing a gun and it comes out, there's a big dot on it.
Okay.
So I was just like, I don't even remember about that, but I'll get back with you on that.
So a long time, quite a bit.
Yes.
Quite a bit of rounds using the big dots. Always did what you wanted them to do.
Yes.
Accurate enough for anything you needed to do with a pistol, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So we did get care package from our friends at XS.
Yep, they are pretty awesome.
Which included some of these F8 sights. I really like them because I think it gives us kind of like best of both worlds in terms of you have notch and post, but you also have a nice big dot up there on the front.
Yep, prominent feature.
Yeah, big prominent feature, draws the eye, draws the concentration to that front sight where it should be. We got those mounted on the gun there, and so
Lewis mounted these for me. He's pretty awesome. I have not messed with these much. This is my first set that we have. Yeah, you want to get in there closer. I'm immediately impressed with the size, and they're chunky, and when you get down to one-handed gun shooting and you have to move the slide and that kind of thing, you can always hook these things on 90-degree objects like so, and you can move that slide accordingly. And if you're not setting your gun up for that, you're wrong. You really need to start looking at that. But anyway, so far I'm impressed with that.
and what color do you have there?
It appears to be orange.
Okay.
And
Yep.
so a great big dot in there as well. Big notch and post style sight. I know you guys have probably seen this before. If you haven't, there it is.
Yep.
So if you're an old school like notch and post dude, you just fall right into this. It won't make a deal.
Yeah.
Maybe a comparison between the two. So this was the original style that I was running earlier, and eventually the front one broke off. Can't get it.
That's all right. We'll get Shelton. We're gonna have to edit in some shots from the XS website. Another thing I really liked about those, and similar with the big dots, and we did a video on the channel. Maybe Shelton can throw a link to that one, where we compared the F8s and big dots to 3-dot sights under night vision. So having a small tritium vial on the rear and the large one in the front, you just have to put one on top of the other rather than trying to line 3 things up and being wrong on it. So I think they're really good for night vision use and any kind of night shooting where you don't have to take that extra time to like lift to see which of these 3 dots is my front one, and then move it over and bring it back down.
I got
you just get them both lined up and kind of sit one on top of each other. So I guess you have not shot them yet, right?
No.
So we should probably fix that.
Let's do that.
All right. I figure we'll do something I know you probably love doing all the time.
Why do I have a feeling this is not?
So we'll do a build drill.
Okay.
On this steel. So just skin out that biscuit and give us 6 heart shots.
Nice.
See how you like tracking that front sight compared to the big dot.
Okay.
All right. What did you think?
Dude, again, the words like large, prominent, like easy to pick up, like it just lays right on there.
Yep. That colored ring, pretty easy to track. It probably under recoil almost feels like shooting big dots.
Even if the dot wasn't there, it's like I'm a fan of the fact that I mentioned it before. They're big, chunky. You can see them, and you can rack them off stuff. I treat my guns very robust and violently, and I rack them off stuff. I throw them on the ground. I hit people with them. That type of stuff, and these will damage you.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, they look like they could deliver damage without taking much themselves.
Yes.
What about like a precision if we had to hit a brain shot here?
If you had to do a brain shot right here, I'm just simply gonna slow my trigger press, and will be something like that.
All right. So are you using still the dot prominently, or are you using that top edge? What are you thinking about to make that
for the brain? You're right. I was using the top edge of that. For the previous drill, just hammering a bunch in the middle. I just saw that orange dot thing.
Cool. Go ahead. Your bullets.
All right,
Spend
man.
some of them.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly all friendlies around?
Mostly.
All right.
Questionably. It's early. We'll see.
All right. Well, so seems like you're liking them.
Have you shot them before? I'm sure you have.
I have shot them a few times.
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure that since I did some of this drifting work to put these sights on, I want to make sure that they're on for you.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm pretty... Yep, nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Nice. Nice. Easy day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Easy
they
day.
seem like they're on. Pretty damn close. So we have a cardboard target set up as well. We'd step back. We'll measure out like 10 yards.
Okay.
And try and go for some real precision work on the brain box here.
Ooh. All right, where am I going?
Yeah, go for brain.
B for brain?
Yeah, put it right in the B.
All right, put in some B's and some B's. I'm gonna take my time here, slowly press.
Yep. So
just off to the side.
Shooting a standing group, go ahead, give them some so that we know we can see a trend there. If they're all going to be lumped to the left or all lumped to the right, then we know we probably have to drift that rear sight. But if we've got a decent spread kind of centered on what we're going for, we should know that they're pretty much on, right?
Yep. It's science.
It's science.
Trust the science.
Said, oh no, your slide didn't lock back on the empty mag, Jay.
Not like in the movies, is it? All right.
All right, let's see what we got.
Check that dude out.
All right, so we got one centered right in the B. Looks like this is 2, 1. You think maybe how do you feel about your shots?
I think that was number 2.
Okay.
And that was after the reload.
Okay. So
typically, here I was trying to speed up.
Okay.
And that was a mistake. So slowed down, did the rest of that stuff. This is after the reload. Typically, like when you're more inclined to miss, going to be first round out of the gun and right after a reload or fixing a malfunction. That seems to be the case with all of us because we're trying to catch up to where we were before. and we tend to speed up and miss. So
are you saying, so like on these 3, we'll calling those as good shots, one being just right, one being just left, and one kind of dead center? You're confident those sights are where they need to be?
Yeah.
All
These are keepers for sure.
All right. Because
the Loctite has dried. These are keepers.
So a lot of people would try and blame these on the sights.
Yes.
We're not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that.
All right.
The sights did what the operator told them to do, or didn't tell them to do. So yeah. Impressed with these thus far.
So are you going to be switching all your guns from big dots to F8s?
As sights start breaking off, they'll get replaced with big bichungulus, big square sights such as these.
Very cool. All right, well guys, that's us at the range shooting the F8 sights for the first time for Jay. Again, check out XSsights. They've got a great lineup of stuff, whether it's for your revolver, for your AR, your AK. They got big dots for AKs that swap out the rear.
They got
sight
white stripes
notch.
Too that I'm a fan. I have white stripes on my rifles.
So whatever gun you're shooting, XS has a sight for you, and they can make a difference, guys. Like Jay said, there's certain things he looks for in his sights. That one-handed manipulation being good. All of XS's sights are all metal. All their pistol sights do have a 90-degree feature to them. Some more chonky, we'll call it.
Chobungus.
Yeah, more advantageous for that sort of stuff. They have the new R3D. If you do really like that 3-dot night sight setup, they have a really cool setup for that. But for me, it's F8s and big dots. It's going to be one of those.
So there's really something for everybody at XS, and that's just the sights for Glocks. And I probably left out some Glock sights. That's just the Glock stuff. If you're looking for stuff for your bolt guns, your lever guns, your shotguns, shotgun B, done. You got to. The pistol sight, it's a in my opinion, it is a have to on any life-saving gun. James Yeager with Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.